Do we, I mean, do we even play video games nowadays? Are there even video games to play? I deadass almost double clicked Honey Pop, but I can't stream Honey Pop. It's porn. That's the level of gameplay I need right now. I need some puzzle nonsense. I need some Candy Crush slop. Reggie is short for regimen? It is not. I need some puzzle shit. I need some I'm gonna look through my giant list of uninstalled games and I'm just gonna pick one. Okay? That's where we're at right now. Cause Path of Titans is peeing me Yes, it literally is. Reggie is not short for regimen. Regimen is not a name. That's made up. It's a damn Peggle kind of day. It's a damn Peggle kind of day. I want to play Honey Pop, but I can't because it's porn. It's fucked up. It's a very good puzzle game. Perfect. Let's peg it up, folks. Let's peg it up. Neko Muse Potty Adventure? No, I don't think we'll be playing that one on stream. That doesn't sound like a stream game. I don't think so. It's got Neko in the name. It's got Potty in the name. Dare I say it has adventure in the name. The Crab Bastard is cheating. The Crab Bastard is me. And I'm still losing. Oh, yes. We're pegging. This is true Sleepy Sister gaming. I don't know what to play, man. They made 1 million games and they made no games. They've made 1 million games and no games. I don't know what to tell you. There's no games to play. They've made 1 million games. They've made no games. So now we're pegging you. We're pegging you. Your little sister is pegging you. It's just the way the world works. That's unfortunately what they forced us to do. The game industry has made it happen, not me. I'm just a victim of the industry, much like you. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna freaking lose at Peglin. Oops. Wait. Oh! Oh! She's the best to ever do it. She's the best to ever do it, folks. She's the best to ever do it. The Peggle community is dying. Like if you're a real pegger. Ah. Like to stay pegged. Hashtag stay pegged. You know that video that's like an hour long where the guy talks about the Garfield comic strip? Can I watch that on stream? Me when I find out where my pipe went. Thank you, Kabooble. Thank you. That's one of my favorite videos of all time. I've seen it multiple times in its entirety. Are we allowed to play that on stream? Probably, right? It's a YouTube video. Oh, yes. This this is gonna be good. Oh, yes. And while that goes, I'm gonna play Peggle. Oh, yes. Now where could my pipe be?
Now where could my pipe be? Garfield?
Yes! Oh, that wacky cat! Oh, that wacky cat. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. Sorry, I'm moving it so I can see the video a little.
When I was 18,
I swear this dude is a real actor.
I saw for the first time in my life.
He must
I saw
be.
a vision of clarity. I saw.
Wasn't this cooked up by some of the Adult Swim fellas and just put on YouTube as a bit?
Though simple as it seemed, changed me. changed my being, changed who I am, made me who I am. Enlightened me. The strip, Garfield.
Tell me if it's too quiet.
comic strip was
Tell me
made
if the video
more
is
than
too
maybe a
quiet,
month and a half
please.
Since inception, since coming into existence. And there it was before me in print. I saw it, a comic strip. What was it called? Garfield. When I see the world, the politics, the future, the satellites in space, and the people who put them there.
I don't think you can
look
upload
at
this to
everything as
YouTube
a man
now.
and a cat. Two beings.
You think I'll get in trouble?
harmony and at war. So this strip I saw about this man, John, and the cat, Garfield, you see.
But it's funny.
was,
Oh fuck.
it is about everything.
It is
This
about
little
everything.
comic is, oh, lo and behold, not so little anymore.
Lo and
So yes,
behold.
when I was 18, I saw this comic, and it hit me all at once. Its power. I clipped it, and every day I looked at it, and I said, okay, let me look at this here. What is this doing to me? Why is this so powerful? John Arbuckle, he sits here, legs crossed, comfortable in his home, and he reads his newspaper.
That's true.
News of the world, perhaps. And then he extends his fingers lightly, delicately. He taps his fingers on an end table and he feels for something. What is it? It is something he needs, but it is not there. And then he looks up, slightly cockeyed, and
Did you see
thinks.
that shit?
His newspaper in his lap now, and he thinks this. Now, where could my pipe be?
Where could his pipe be?
This. I always come to this because I was a young man. I'm older now. And I still don't have the secrets, the answers. So this question still rings true. John looks up and he thinks, now where could my pipe be? And then it happens. You see it. You see, it's almost like divine intervention. Suddenly, it is there and it overpowers you. A cat is smoking a pipe.
What?
It is the man's pipe. It's John's pipe. But the cat, this cat Garfield, is smoking the pipe. And from afar and from someplace near but not clear, near but not clear, the man calls out. John calls out. He is shocked. Garfield! He
Garfield!
shouts. Do I find perfection in many things? Some things, I would say. Some things are perfect. And this is one of them. I can look at the little tuft of hair on John Arbuckle's head.
I'm sorry, can I say, in high school, I had a teacher, I believe he was my English teacher, who was a completely ordinary man, by all accounts. Like, he's just like a guy. I'm sure he's nice. I don't know, I was a teenager. But he had the Garfield pipe strip, like, on his wall, like on his like bulletin board. He had it like framed on his bulletin board, and it's such a little wrinkle to his character, man. I don't know what it was about. He had the pipe strip like emblazoned upon his workspace.
Perfect shade. The purple pipe in Garfield's
He was a real
mouth.
one.
How could a mere mortal even make this? But you have to wonder about the man who is able to even just once create the perfect form, a literally flawless execution of art. Brilliance. Just isn't a word. I think there's a spiritual element at work. I've seen my share of bad times, and when you have something, well, it's just emotions and neurons in your brain, but something tells you that it's the truth. Truth's radiant light. Garfield the cat? Neurons in my brain. It's harmony, you see. John and Garfield. It's truly harmony, like a continuous, looping, everlasting harmony. The lavender chair, the brown end table, the salmon-colored
We're not
wall,
just
the
a
forest
React
green carpet,
streamer.
Garfield is hunched,
We're doing
perched,
something a little different
perhaps with
here.
the pipe stuck firmly
You
between
know?
his jowls.
I'm playing Peggle.
His tail curls around. It's more than
It's
shapes,
performance
too,
art.
Because okay.
Leonardo, DiCaprio, they're all
Done this
dead.
experiment several times.
I remain as a reaction
Take the
streamer.
You trace only the basic elements. You can do anything. You can simplify the shapes down to just blobs, just outlines, but it still makes sense. You can replace the blobs with magazine cutouts of other things. Replace John Arbuckle with a car parked in a driveway sideways. Cut that out of the magazine, stick it in. Replace him there in the second panel
Oh,
with
we're gonna
the...
hit this fucking peg, dude.
Okay. And then we put a picture of the planet in the third panel over Garfield. It still works. These are universal proportions. I don't know how best to explain why it works. I've studied the pipe strip and analyzed John and Garfield's proportions against several universal mathematical constants. E, pi, the golden ratio, the Feigenbaum constants, and so on. And it's surprising. Scary even. How things align. You can take just tiny pieces of the pipe strip. For instance, take John's elbow from the second panel. And take that and project it back over John's entire shape in the second panel, and you'll see a near perfect Fibonacci sequence emerge.
It's cinema.
It's irritating. It makes you wonder if you're in the presence of a deity, if there is some larger hand at it.
This video's going in the background and it's great, but we're still getting the clips.
Capable of
10 coin tosses in a row.
But this is so
Fear and
far
Hunger
beyond
doesn't
that. I
have
think
shit
you
on
might say that
Peggle.
This work of art
Get
is revered and
pegged.
respected in years
Stay
to come.
pegged.
Jim Davis is possibly a new master of the craft, a genius of the eye. They very well may say the same things about Jim Davis in 500 years that we say about the great philosophical and artistic masters from centuries ago. Jim Davis is a modern-day Socrates, Da Vinci, mixing both striking visual beauty with classical, daring, unheard-of intellect.
Oh.
And the breakthrough
Pops
on
pegs.
Smoking Cat came late. Just 8 years ago, actually. Smoking cat is an industry term. It's what the smoking industry calls a tattletale teenager who tells on his friends after they've all tried smoking for the first time.
You think that's real? Probably not.
And
Probably
it's
made up.
actually a foreign translation, bastardization of the term smoking rat. But the phrase was confused when secret documents went back and forth between China and America. These documents are still
It's
secret.
definitely not real.
The only reason I know about the term is because I know a man, a friend. Let's call it. Yeah. Yes, it's a fake name for his protection.
Of course.
Timothy worked for Philip Morris for 16 years, and he had seen the documents. When he told me, it was an aha moment. And he said, "But how? How could this cartoonist, Jim Davis, know about this obscure term from the mid-70s used exclusively by a few cigarette companies? This is still a mystery to me. But I connect the dots by noting Jim Davis's childhood experiences on a farm. He must have seen something.
Must have
What could it
seen
be?
something.
Timothy went on to tell me there was one particular smoking cat, a boy from, yes, Indiana. A boy named Ernie Barguckle, who became a foreman on the side of the tobacco companies for a couple years.
Ernie
He
Barguckle.
did more than tattle to his parents. He and his family took legal action, and they eventually received a huge settlement payout. But that name is too similar. Ernie Barguckle.
Ernie
John Arbuckle. Jim Davis must have used
No
this.
way. Jimmy knew.
There's more here. Ernie Barguckle spent nearly half of that settlement money on experimental medical procedures to cure his impotence. He was impotent. So he was a smoking cat with a metaphorical pipe that did not work. Are you starting to see the layers here?
I think I'd never recover from filming this video. It's really good. I hope this guy, wherever he is, I hope he's proud, man. I hope he wears this like a
Transform
badge.
them into smart social commentary that is also
Me trying to hit the minimum word count for an essay? No, like legitimately, when I was in school, I would do that. That's exactly what I would do. I would think of this fucking video and be like, how can I expound upon this without saying anything at all?
Newspaper articles about Ernie Barguckle.
And it worked, man.
People have fought me on this. They
The
don't
art
see,
of-
or they are closed-minded.
The art of saying
How
nothing
could a
by
comic strip
saying
about a
everything
cat smoking a pipe mean any more than that?
is very important
But it is more.
when you're trying to
When
get
I
through
feel
school without
spiritual or
actually
start to
learning
think
anything.
Existentially, I still see this comic. Blankness. Black darkness. Dark blankness. The absence of things. Quite literally, no thing. No things. Nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
So you see, nothing. And
It's
I
not
bring you into the
possible.
light. A cat
Oh,
has
it's
your pipe.
super not possible when you do that.
Blind. You understand this? The cat has your pipe.
The cat has your pipe.
You can't fully immerse yourself. You don't have the light. You don't have the radiance, the radical light, the radically radiant light of truth and truth's belonging love and nature of light and loving truthful radiance. So don't be bold and make bold statements. I know of you. The cat has your pipe. The cat has
I didn't know how to answer
your
a question
pipe.
once I needed to write something, so I
Remember.
wrote an essay on KFC. I didn't even tell the truth either. I invented a conspiracy
That
about
writing,
mass
well,
graves under KFC.
It's kind
We
of
love a
rough.
gaslighting queen.
Kind of an early 80s feel. And I see that. But I'm still proud of it. Garfield, the thief cat, evil and malicious. He is the devil, placed to the right. And note the two forms of John. The John on the left is still innocent, still draped in the
Let me die!
light of the lack of knowledge. He is
I didn't know you could
the
fast forward.
humans in the Garden of Eden. He feels for his pipe.
Oh wait, we're
But
out
he
of
has yet
ball.
to eat from the tree. And Garfield, the sinister serpent. And notice how Jim Davis has framed this. The center John is locked in a struggle between his innocence and knowledge of the truth, knowledge of the existence of evil. It is stunning. The great struggle, the struggle that transcends time. And Jim Davis floats over all of this as creator, God of sorts, in his own right. And he presents this cautionary message to us all. It is as if he is speaking from high, and he is saying unto our awaiting ears, where will you be when the cat reveals himself? I can tell you where you'll be.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
have a choice. You can face endless suffering and eternal misery. You can
Sounds
be
all right.
forced and beaten down with barbarians who claw at each other just for a view of salvation. They'll tear your eyeballs out and rip your gizzards from end to end. They worship this cat, this
This is the most I've ever watched this video. I've seen this video all the way through multiple times. On TVs, on phones, with friends, alone. This is a very important video.
And to those listening, it is a stark reminder to follow the path of the first panel, John. Be humble, be grateful. Honor the law and honor thyself. Be true and be good, and no harm will come to you. Pray for salvation, it will be granted unto you. Be like John Arbuckle as he lowers his head. Be like John Arbuckle as he lowers his paper, as he turns his head. Bow with John Arbuckle and praise unto the creator, Jim Davis.
Yes!
Banish Demon Garfield from your life.
Banish Demon Garfield from your
So what
life.
is
Oh
ours?
no, the
What am I
wheel!
saying?
Oh! Bring forth those we have granted life, so that
What does
they
all this
may
mean?
die.
Why is this one comic strip so
Oh.
important to me?
Oh!
And why do I feel the need to share this?
Oh
Obligation. This is the secret. Do you want the pipe? Do you want to know where the pipe is gone? You ask yourself. You ask.
no! Oh! Oh!
You ask.
Get pegged!
Now where could my pipe?
Get
For weeks I denied that a comic strip was having
Even
such a
being
profound
constantly
effect.
reminded by the video itself that this is a Garfield
much
pipe
like John
video, it's
Arbuckle.
easy to forget. It
In
really
this
is.
panel, he says, "Now where
It's
could my
it's
pipe be?"
it's true art.
You can
it's
look into his
bespoke.
eyes, his half-lowered eyes, and think to yourself, "Now,
Every time I think he's done, he
surely
keeps
you cannot
going."
be this naive. What is spirituality? And how have I found spiritual peace and serenity in Garfield? A long time ago, after I encountered the pipe strip, I spent some time, as I mentioned before, soul searching. When something impacts you or alters your very perception so greatly, there is a long period of confusion and recovery time. It's as if you don't know who you are. And that can be a very scary prospect, especially if you thought you had a good grasp on that sort of thing. Imagine if Jim Davis did not know who he was. Would he be capable of shaping the cultural landscape as he's done? No, of course he wouldn't.
Yes!
And how about his characters? John. What if Jim Davis suddenly woke up and didn't know who John was? What if he couldn't make the informed decisions to accurately depict Garfield's personality? Because he could no longer specify or demarcate the boundaries of Garfield's behavior. What kind of comic would that be? You see? So draw the parallel.
No,
I saw this comic, and yes, I was disoriented. And if I didn't reconcile this issue with myself, what kind of person would I be? Undoubtedly dire circumstances, but remember, this was not a math problem. This was not an article. This was not something I could just figure out.
People!
And as skeptical as I was,
Get
I realized
pegged!
that faith and spirituality were avenues
Get freaking
required exploring.
pegged. And
First,
give me
I
the
tried
purple.
long nights reading
Oh,
Garfield
I'm
by
so
candlelight.
good at Peggle.
Aromatic meditation settings, thinking of Garfield. Nothing snapped. Nothing clicked. I still felt lost. But I kept it up. I hired a
Does
shaman
Peggle not
and
own a patent for this?
personal
don't
yogi
think
Sikh
so.
guru, Avram Dav Singh Sahib. I pushed and pushed.
Avram Dav
determined
Singh
to find
Sahib?
myself.
My man!
And then a miracle happened. Upon retrieving my morning paper to clip the Garfield comic, I noticed a young girl selling lemonade 2 houses down. She sat occupied at her stand. She had no customers in sight. So I approached and saw that she was coloring. I looked at her drawing. 3 rectangular boxes. A man in a blue shirt, an orange cat. I knew what this was. Even in her crude scribbles, I knew exactly what this was. She was drawing a Garfield comic. I looked at her words and I saw that in her strip, John asked Garfield to retrieve a newspaper. Funny, since I've done just that for myself. Garfield is sarcastic, but agrees to it. He returns and calls John Sahib. John exclaims that the paper is all chewed up, but then Garfield says, and I quote, Sahib asks fish, paper is wet. Sahib asks cat, paper is holy. I remember the words and ran back to my house. I thought, how odd that Sahib shows up in the strip, and my spiritual advisor's name is Avram Dav Singh Sahib. Coincidence, surely, but nonetheless, I spent the next 16 hours poring through my clipped comics, looking for the strip this young girl had been coloring. I couldn't find it.
Yes!
And I eventually fell asleep right on my kitchen table.
Ooh.
The next morning, I retrieved my paper again and I clipped the Garfield comic.
There's a patent computer game
July
involving
12th,
removing
1983.
pegs?
There it
PopCap!
is.
PopCap, you're
It's
gonna
a
go to
huge strip in
hell!
all its glory.
PopCap, one
girl
day
had been drawing
you'll
the
meet
next
your
day's
maker by
strip.
natural means, and he'll send you to
I ran
hell
right out
for
of my
that
house.
one.
I ran back to where she was, but she
PopCap.
was gone, and in place of the lemonade
Sahib
stand
ass
was a
fish, paper
for
is
sale
wet.
sign.
Sahib ass cat, paper
They
is
moved out.
holy, motherfucker.
I rushed back to my house to call Avram, but I was informed that he'd moved away as well. I reeled for several hours, then it all connected for me. It was meant to be. It was meant to be this way. Jim Davis, John, Garfield. It was always meant to be this way for me. You know, just last week I was eating lunch near the municipal court, like I do every Thursday, and there was a plumbing van parked out in front, and a man, a plumber, would step out from the court and retrieve something from his van every so often. A few times this happened. I thought nothing of it, just a plumber doing some work at the municipal court. But then he came out and looked through his van, and it was clear. He couldn't find something. I noticed and thought, well, that's sort of similar to the Garfield comic. Someone looks for something, can't find it. Yes, that probably happens billions of times a day around.
That's sort of similar to the Garfield comic.
But then this plumber put his hands on his hips. Then he scratched his head and he said aloud, "Now where could my pipe wrench be?" With this, I leaped off the bench. Sandwich still in hand, and I rushed over. I shouted, "What was that you said?" He looked at me and said, "What?" "I can't find my pipe wrench." And I said, No, say it like how you just said it." He scratched his head and repeated, "Now where could my pipe wrench be?" I slapped him on the back and said, "Garfield!" He looked so confused, so I said it again. Then I said, "Your orange cat took it." I laughed and laughed. And he smiled and went back into the courtroom. I walked away knowing that the plumber and I, two complete strangers, bonded over this Garfield comic. You see, life imitates art and becomes a common ground. I have a feeling that if I see this
Oh,
plumber
that
again,
for
we'll
a
be sharing
free
stories like two
ball,
old friends,
baby!
because we've been united by art. We have a common love for Jim Davis.
We're
his
united by
characters,
art,
his
chat.
writers,
We're
humor,
united.
drama,
We're united by art.
that rascal Garfield the cat.
That rascal.
Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what I was having for lunch that day, it was a ham sandwich with an apple and potato chips.
Ah, that's
I
an
had a soda
American
as
lunch,
well.
man. Yes.
This is his reality. This is where cognition and the power and function of the mind take
Cognition, Persona
over. As
reference.
Plato believed, the body is just a shell for John Arbuckle. Yes, he can use his physical body to read his paper or cross his legs, but these inputs of touch, sight, hearing, etc., these senses are the triggers of the mind. As we see here, the mind is something greater. It is the originator of ideas, and ideas are forever, immortal. Immortality through thought, a major theme in literature and philosophy. And isn't that what Mr. Jim Davis himself has achieved? Will he live forever?
This video is gonna convince me I'm dying.
universe
What
will
is this
continue to
insanity?
spread and
He's just
spread
talking about the
outward,
pipe strip.
Entropy will turn a chaotic infinity into a homogeneous, controlled system. This will take billions of years, and in that time, humans will push technology to heights we can't imagine. We'll explore and inhabit space and occupy more and more of the universe, just as time allowed our ancestors to multiply in numbers and populate more and more of the Earth. A cartoonist who puts his ideas to paper so they may live on, that our children and our children's children,
Ah, I
and their
got it a little
children's
early.
children's children can access the wealth of ideas that have accumulated thus far.
Fireball
Plug themselves
stinks,
with
man.
information
Fireball's
grid and they will
sucky.
have access. They will read every Garfield comic. 80,000 years from now, a child will see simple John Arbuckle reading a newspaper. He will feel around for something, but that something is not there. He will lift his head and think, "Now where could my pipe be?" And Garfield will be smoking a pipe. And John will yell, "Garfield!" And what then? 80,000 years from now? The child reading this comic will smile. And that smile will transcend space and time and the physical limitations of this existence, whatever it may be. However many dimensions exist, there will always be Garfield. There will always be its creator, Jim Davis.
Jim Davis. It is through art and through art only that we can realize our perfection. Oscar Wilde, Jim Davis. That was a good video. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. It was good stuff. That was good. That was a good video, I think. That's pretty good. What are we doing? We're playing Peggle? I like the one where they do that survey with random people. My head feels empty. Yeah, it'll do that. It'll have that effect on you. For sure.